Guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I feel like a lot of you guys have been waiting for, or maybe not even waiting for, but this is something I get questions about literally almost every single day. So, finally doing it. Okay guys, like it took me long enough. So yeah, this video is about school. If you don't know, I am homeschooled. I left school about 3 months ago. So it's been about 3 months that I've been out of school and doing homeschooling, which I will get into further. I have this whole paper full of questions that I have got from you guys and that are my most commonly asked questions, and I'm answering every single one of them. And I'm gonna try to keep this video short and sweet and simple. So hopefully you guys, well, I answered all the questions that were submitted to me, so if you submitted a question, you're going to get an answer. And let's just get right on into it. So, the first question I'm going to be answering is the hardest parts of being homeschooled. So, to be honest, it's not really, really hard, but I guess some things that are difficult is the fact that because I don't have a car at the moment, I can't go anywhere. I would have a lot more things to do, or like freedom. If I had a car, it would be so much better. But I don't, so yeah, so that kind of sucks. It also, you know, you're lonely a lot, which actually hasn't really been affecting me that much. There's only been some times where it's like, dang, it would be nice to have other people around right now, but I've actually been spending time with a lot of friends over the past 2 months, so I haven't been really too lonely, and that will go into, I'll get more into that in a future question, which is coming up. So, because I have so much freedom to kind of do what I want, it sometimes can get like hard not having, I guess, structure. But it is better for me because I don't like the way like public school is structured and everything. But you know, it can actually be hard because there's just so many things to pick from. So it's kind of like, what do I do? But yeah, overall, it's really not hard, and there's not that many cons to homeschool. So next thing I want to explain is, what even do I, like, what is it? What homeschool do I do? Because there's a question that says, is it computer-based? A lot of people think that I do online school. A lot of people think that it's like homeschool where a teacher comes to my house. Like, it's none of that. It's something you probably never heard of. It's called unschooling. If you search it on the internet, you can find lots of things about it. But it is legal in most of the states in the United States, but it is not a very common way of schooling. It's fairly new, but yeah, not many people know about it, and I think it's for a reason, because obviously people, like the government, people in general, would rather you go to public school or private school or just school in general. But yeah, basically I choose what I want to learn and I do what I want. And I just keep track of it in a journal, and then I have a binder for it, and I read books, and I write, and like do school type things, but just in a more enjoyable way, and where I can actually choose what I'm gonna be learning about or doing, rather than just being told what it is, I guess. So yeah, if you want to know more about it, you can search it up, but basically, I choose what I want to learn, I keep track of it, I do it at my own pace, and everything like that. How to stay social? For me, this is actually not that hard. I mean, it would be if like social media wasn't a thing, but because social media is a thing, like I've said, I've managed to, you know, get closer to some people, have friends, talk to people, stuff like that. So I have actually maintained a pretty good social life, actually better than when I was in school, which is really, really weird. But I've been talking to more people now that I'm not in school, and I think it's because I'm in a better like state of mind, and I don't know, I think it's just better for me, so it helps me want to get out there more and want to be social on social media, talking to people, going to do things, like, I don't know, like, just going to do things, and just getting out more and stuff. That's how I stay social. Is it easier? Yes, it is easier, but it can also not be. It kind of depends on how, because this unschooling can be very different to many different people. There are some people that just don't, like, do anything, like, they just, like, live life, I guess, but I actually, like, study things and, like, keep track of it and, like, read, and, like, I still do things like that, so it kind of depends, but I do still do things during the day, during school hours. You know, I do stuff, but I also do creative things, like make videos, do makeup, like take pictures, like all that stuff that I like to do, and am trying to use to, like, grow my brand and stuff, which I think of as basically my little small business, as well as something fun. I do that during the day as well as my learning things. It is easier for me because it's just self-paced and it's not stressful. So yeah, I would say it is easier for the most part. Do you have a schedule? I do kind of have a schedule. There isn't any, like, specific things to do or, like, what to do on specific days. Like, nothing really set in stone, but there is a schedule, like, you know, I have to wake up semi-early in the morning and then do things throughout the day and then blah, blah, blah. But there isn't really that much of a schedule besides the fact of, like, the time that I need to wake up. Yeah, I mean, kind of, not really. Do you miss public school? I do not miss public school, actually. I feel like some people might say, like, yeah, I miss public school, like, but I don't miss public school at all because it was just an awful experience for me. I don't believe that if I was still in public school that I would have really gotten as better. I don't think I would have improved as much as I have now. I know I don't really miss public school, so no, I don't. Screw that. Do you have friends? Yes, I have friends. I have friends, okay? I'm more of, like, a small group type of person. Like, there's people that I'll talk to here and there, and then there's, like, people that I'm really close to. That can range from, like, usually I have, like, 2 people that I'm super, super close to. Sometimes it's just one person, and sometimes it's just a small group of friends. But yes, I do have friends. Even if I didn't, like, it's okay, but I feel like, you know, you should at least have, like, a few friends. But yeah, I have friends. Did you drop out? This question I get asked all the time. No, I did not drop out. If I wasn't, like, doing anything, like, at all, or, like, working on anything, technically, like, yeah, I technically did drop out. But because I'm still, like, working on things and still learning and, like, have goals, I don't technically call it dropping out. If you look at it a certain way, you could say that I did, since there's no curriculum or anything like that. It's not like school. I didn't stop learning, and I didn't stop, like, having, like, working towards things or having, like, a path or having goals. So it kind of depends on how you look at it, but yeah, I didn't, like, drop out. I just switched to homeschool, but yeah. What are your plans? So this is, like, what am I wanting from the future from this? Basically, I just want to focus on things that I have a passion for and things that are important to me and things that I think will benefit me. So I kind of just am letting that lead the way, just letting what I like guide me to what I want to learn, what I'm interested in. What do you do during the day? During the day, I kind of went into this earlier, but I'm just either, like, reading, writing, studying things, watching videos, doing, like, projects that I come up with or just, like, do. I do things like add makeup, take pictures, make videos, create content, singing, cleaning, doing some chores, like, just things like that. I do stuff during the day. There is a very, 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 very common misconception that I get where I don't do anything. People just think I just, like, am just home living the life, like, living like Larry. I do stuff don't get me wrong, it is nice and, to be home and blah, blah, blah. And it is more relaxing, but I still do stuff and I'm still held accountable if I don't do things at all. So some days I do more than others. It kind of just depends on like where my mind is at that day. But yes, I do things during the day, and those are the things that I do. I still learn and I still do my hobbies and everything. They just all kind of mix together, and that's what I do. Do you have grades? No, I don't have grades. There are no numbers, no scales, no qualifications. There's nothing, which is really nice because I do not want my life or me to be defined by a stupid number telling me how smart I am in a subject or just period. No, there is no grades. Do you plan on going to college? I do not plan on going to college. Some of you are going to be like, oh yeah. But to be honest, it's just a personal preference. I don't think, at the moment at least, there is anything that college has to offer me that I'm like dying to go for. As you can tell, I want to be in the entertainment industry, so I'm trying my best to just do my own thing, make it on my own or whatever. In the future, if things change, I can always change my mind. But right now, I do not plan on going to college, and yeah. Why did you leave school? So this is a question that I get a lot, obviously. The reason why I left is because I was dealing with some medical things, which you may or may not know, last year, at the end of last year. And at the beginning of this year, I finally started getting better, and obviously leads to where I am now. But my depression and anxiety got really bad, and school just became 2 times as miserable as it already was for me. And I just was barely functioning as a person, really, and just very depressed and anxious. And that's kind of where it started. And also going into that, school just really isn't for me, doesn't really have anything to offer me. I don't really like, the environment just isn't that great for me personally. So a mix of those things is kind of why I left school. I just felt like it'd be better for me for health reason, for physical and mental health reasons, and just for me as a person, I felt like it was best if I left school. So I did. What is it like not seeing your friends? Well, see, that's the thing. I actually see them more now that I'm not in school. I see them more now than I did when I was in school, and I have more friends now than I did when I was in school. So I actually do see my friends on the weekends, when they get off of school, when they have days off, like stuff like that. So, and some of my friends can drive, and that's how that's possible for me to see them so much. But yeah, I do see my friends. Is it computer-based? I kind of answered this earlier, but no, it's not online. Except for like when I want to watch videos or something, I just use YouTube or Netflix or whatever. And yeah, basically just when I need to use the internet, but no, it's not online-based. Do you have to take a standardized test? So basically like the STAR test or just any end-of-the-year test or exams? No, I do not have to do that. Thank God, that would just stress me out, and there's no way they could test me. So yeah, but no, I don't take a standardized test. Is it mandatory 5 days a week? It's not mandatory. Actually, nothing is mandatory at all. All it basically says legally is that you have to be doing like basically the subjects at school every day in some form, which technically literally just living, you kind of just experience those things, which is kind of the purpose of this form of schooling. But I'm actually going more like into it and kind of more directly doing those things. So you don't really have to do it, 5 days a week, but that's when I do it, 'cause I do it as if like I was in school. Like I do it during school hours and school days. So on the weekends I don't like record anything or like do what I do on weekdays. So it's not mandatory 5 days a week, but I do it on 5 days a week. Is it as difficult? Definitely not. It's way less stressful, way more laid back, and you get way more freedom, so it's not as difficult. I'm going to be answering a few assumptions that you guys have about homeschooling. or unschooling, should I say. People that homeschool are not social and don't know anyone. This is false. There are some people who are very sheltered that are homeschooled, and this can be true. But for me personally, this is not true. I know quite a bit of people, and I'm pretty social. Someone said that all I do is TikToks.
Baby, I got issues, but I love myself. Baby, I got issues, but I love myself. I don't like the way you talk to me, saying you can talk to me however you like.
This is not true. I do make TikToks, but I actually mostly make them at nighttime, just because, I don't know, that's when I feel this need or want to make them. But I do make some during the day sometimes. But no, I do a lot of more things besides just TikToks. It's not as good as public school. See, it depends on who you are as a person and stuff, but I think it's better than public school. Okay, I'm sitting like on my feet and it hurts so bad, so I'm gonna try to hurry. My feet. I'm almost done. Yeah, I think it's better than normal public school, but it's all down to your opinion. That's basically all the questions that you guys have ever asked me, or mostly asked me, about homeschooling and my school situation. I hope that you guys learned something new and you guys understand more about what I do and everything like that. I just really wanted to make a video about this because I feel like it's something that some people don't know about, and just like the whole aspect of unschooling is very kind of unknown to most. So I feel like it's cool to talk about it and to share what I do almost every single day with you guys. And I definitely want to do a unschooling routine, or like what my everyday routine is like for the most part. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and want a routine, and let me know what you guys think down below, or any video requests that you guys have. Make sure to subscribe down below to join the Cam Fam. You should definitely subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on to get notified every time that I post a video, because you don't want to miss them, you know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!